Good morning, everybody. Johnny Drone Flyer. God, I've been up about an hour, and it's only 6:12. So yeah, woke up early. Couldn't sleep for some reason. But hey, welcome in. Just thought we'd bull crap a little bit this morning. Nothing special. Dominic, welcome in. TJ, DeMarco Moore, Nick. Who else? Ron John, Mr. John Flynn. What's up? How's everybody doing? Nightbot, welcome in. Nightbot never misses a show. So, no, just I was sitting here thinking this morning, man, what's happening with DJI and, of course, the whole drone industry. Of course, DJI is, it's all, to me, it's all political. They're being banned or being banned before the ban. But, looks like the Mavic 4 definitely is not available or has not been available in the U.S. Probably anything else may not be available in the U.S. So, what are we going to do? Fly what you got. Get a new hobby. Just relax and chill. See what it's going to bring. I don't know. A lot of questions. Everybody's got their opinion. Mr. Flynn, what's up with you, brother? Hope you're doing good this morning. You up bright and early? I hadn't talked to Captain Joe yet. I might text him, see if he, see how he slept last night. He still is in a hospital. I think he did order a new printer, 3D printer. The Bamboos are on sale. So I think he picked one up. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, nothing like nice and quiet and a good cup of coffee in the morning, huh? Until Johnny Drone Flyer comes on. Oh, guys, I tell you, man, the drone world is a little topsy-turvy right now with what's happening. But let's just hang tight and see how it's all gonna play out. I'll put the link right here in the chat if somebody wants to pop in. I'm not gonna stay on real long, but having some coffee, just hanging out. Josh, I know Josh started a little sim time last night. I got in there for about 30 minutes. I know I was having trouble with my controller connecting with the app. With Uncrash for some reason. So wasn't acting right, but I finally did get it. So June, supposed to be getting a little V-copter, or hadn't really heard much about it. Well, we got, I don't know, 6 more days of June, so I don't know if it's going to make it by the end of the month. Probably not. I'm not going to fret too much over it. Got a good price on it. Going to just let it come in when it does, I guess. See, Ron is driving to work. Ron, hope you're doing good. Ron, I guess you got your drone fixed. I really haven't heard. I know you had to get something, a motor redone or something. I actually got to resolder a wire on my 3.5 inch. That wire is barely hanging on. Not the one that I resoldered. This was another one that I guess I need to go through them all, but I'll maybe fool with that one day this week. No Fly for Fun show tonight, guys. We'll catch up next week. Be 2 days before the 4th. Want to show firework related videos. So if you got anything related to the 4th of July, hey, get those to me. We'll be glad to show them. Mr. Al.
Hey, Johnny boy, what's up?
I don't know, just hanging out, drinking some coffee.
I'm just on the way to my granddaughter's to pick her up to take her to work.
Oh, yeah.
Rainy day here today.
Rainy?
Yeah.
Well, cool things off a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, you know what though? After it stops raining, it gets so steamy. It's so bad. It's horrible.
Yeah, it does. We've
Yeah.
been getting threatened, I don't know, bad weather and lightning and stuff, but it really hadn't rained the last 3 days. So, hey, we've been hanging in there, but it sure looks like it. Yesterday morning, as I was drinking coffee out on the porch, man, we get some lightning and stuff, but never did rain.
Yeah. Now here it's been. Yesterday was super hot. I mean, it was like 90 something degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
And now this morning, right now, it's like 78 degrees, but it's raining. But it's going to get back up into the 90s later, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know
You know,
Ray even sent me a picture from New York up there. I think it was
it was hot
92,
as hell.
92 up there. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it was real hot up there. The my daughter, Christina, actually went out to Montauk Point. Her stepbrother has got a what do you call it a trailer right on the beach. They rented a camper right on the beach.
oh, wow.
So
And we
so she
can't
was
all
up
be
there.
cool. We can't all be cool like this guy. I mean,
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, good morning,
I mean,
Bulldog.
he stays in the 50s, you know.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It was 95 here yesterday, so
Oh
Oh
wow,
man,
yes, it
heat
seemed like
wave.
yesterday was one of the first days that was kind of everybody. Marcus, I think, man, everybody was reporting in, you know. So
yeah.
The whole nation's under heat advisory.
yeah, yeah. Well, we go through it every year. I know, John. Y'all, I'm sure y'all say it about the winter. It's the coldest winter. We say it's the hottest summer, but it's pretty much the same every year, especially in June. For us, you know, we started our house in June. I remember the guys would get out here about 5:30 and start framing, and only work till about 12:30 because of the heat. You know.
Yep, yep, yeah. We've had weather like this before, and it's just sometimes our
I
memories
mean, oh, we all
are
can't be
short.
like Lance and be in Hawaii. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I
He's
mean,
living it up out there.
I think he's
Good
on
for
a,
him.
I think he's on a nude beach, but he don't want to go live.
Okay, I'm
There he is.
back.
We lost you. We lost you.
Yeah, I don't know. I put the phone down for a second. All of a sudden, bloop, everybody was
Uh-oh.
gone.
Man, I
Yeah.
tell you, John, you been doing any flying?
No, it's too hot. Too hot. And well, we had a lot of rain yesterday. I was actually going to think about going out last night, but the rain came and it just made it even more tropical out there. So
Yeah,
been doing we're doing a lot of editing though.
I
So
did a little sunset flight the night before, yesterday. Well, not yesterday, day before, but I don't know. I started to take out the FPV drone out yesterday evening, but I don't know. Bailey had a couple friends over the driveway. Had a couple cars, and I said, it was kind of wet in the field there. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna sit out here and enjoy the day, on the porch.
yep.
Scotty, what's up? Scotty is in the house. Mr.
Hey, Scott.
Jackrabbit.
So I told you I'm already booked for the Rhode Island meetup.
Yeah, that's what you was
Oh,
telling
good.
me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up. Uh, I was debating. I was talking to Johnny. I was debating back and forth, back and forth. My wife says, "Go," because you're only gonna kick yourself in the ass if you don't go. So
Yeah.
so I'd like to. I never. I mean, I've been there, but I've never flown there. So I'd like
Yeah,
to
it
get
looks
some.
like some great. It really does look like a great area to fly. That's for sure.
Yeah, I really want to do that state capitol building. That thing is really cool
Yep.
at night.
Yeah. It sounds
So
like they've got some good locations picked out and
yeah,
lined up too.
yeah.
So
I
that's
tell you,
always good.
it's getting in the community, with the minefield and the South Florida and the Vegas and now this one, and Michael and Sergio's got they got the thing in Elgin, Illinois for FPV. There's Castle Crash. There's a bunch of venues to go to now. That's for sure.
Almost every month
Yeah.
you could go to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to minefield, but I'm not that much into FPV. I mean, I fly my DJI FPV in sport mode, and that's it.
T.
Oh, it's the TJ.
What's up? What's
Mr.
up?
What are you
Giggles.
Yeah, but
What's
you know what,
happening,
man?
y'all?
I really the minefield thing intrigues me just because it's a neat looking structure, and I mean, even if you just fly it, I mean, and hey, Al, I mean, there's a bunch of guys fly it with cameras too, So
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, I know. It's just I'd have to drive down there. It's a long drive for me. It's probably like 13 hours for me,
uh,
14 hours.
Eddie Nunez. Eddie says, "Good morning, all. Please make sure your retirement resume includes pilot as an experience and skill." Yeah, there you go, Eddie. And for Eddie's, you could put an expert Best Buy buyer.
Yeah.
But Best Buy buyer.
Best Buy concierge.
Yeah. He works at, I think he's a greeter at Best Buy. Is really what his job is.
Dude,
Personal
that's
shopper.
crazy. All that stuff that's going on with DJI, man. It's nutty.
Scotty.
Hey,
What's up, Scotty?
supposed to be working.
What up, Scott?
I am
Scotty,
working.
what happened to you? What, it's a whole different look.
I'm telling you.
Every now and then I will clean shave, and I can't stand it when I do it. So
If I
I'm
saw
trying
you
to
in the
grow
street,
it back as quick as I can.
can.
Hey, Al.
If
Yeah.
I saw you in the street, I wouldn't even recognize you.
Al, Scotty's now a camera guy. He threw all of that piece of crap away.
Yeah,
With that Mavic 4.
Yeah. Well, you bought the Mavic 3 Pro, right?
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm actually really loving that drone. I'm not regretting buying it at all. So,
No, that's a
Great
great
drone.
drone. The camera is great.
Scotty,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is make a video like Eddie Nunez, and getting rid of all your FPV stuff, and it gets a lot of views.
well, I that's the thing. I didn't have a show on, so I was like, I can think a little bit different. Well, last night I fixed one of my drones, so one of my FPV drones. But
What was wrong with it?
actually, I was flying it this weekend and I couldn't get it to arm, and I was like, "What the devil?" So I pulled it up, and the pad actually ripped off. I don't know if the wire got caught or something, but it literally pulled the wire and the pad off.
Randy,
So-
welcome in, Randy. No, Scotty, but you know what? I not to say. I know we're picking on you about the camera, but you, I know you was kind of interested in the Mavic 4. Look, I don't blame you for stepping up for the Mavic 3. You made a great buy there, and because it's sure. I mean, I don't know, and I know we've been talking about this for months, and actually probably almost a year now with all this customs, and we may be done with DJI drones in the U.S. I'll be honest with you.
Man,
That's
that's
what we were
crazy.
talking. That's what we were talking about yesterday, right, Johnny? You were saying.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the deal. Even if you start getting them from another country, and look, South Korea. I mean, some people got theirs, and I'm sure they'll be fine with it. They can't seem to get Carry Fresh, but hey, that's a choice you made. You already know that when you ordered it. So,
Johnny, what about the 04 Air Unit Pros? Have you even been in the market for one of those?
well, I got that one when I built my drone a few weeks ago, but that was the last. But I don't think. Let me pull up DJI. I don't think you can get any of that right now.
I didn't waste much time, but I did go to one or two sites and they weren't available. I said, "Holy cow!" Because I think I might need one or two more of those cameras.
Yeah, and even Amazon. I don't know. You see a few people have them on sale, but man, they was like double the price,
Right.
Yeah,
What's
taking
also
advantage.
scary is just like, you talking about the Carry Fresh. I think John Coopy had something he posted, just sending your drones back if you have a Carry Fresh issue, and then getting the replacement or the repaired drone stuck in customs too. That's another.
Now, Scotty,
That's another issue I heard about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Scotty,
right.
for the
Johnny.
low price of
Good
$599,
gosh, almighty.
I can get you an 04 Air unit.
That is nuts.
How much?
That is stupid.
That is stupid. Stupid nuts.
I mean,
That's,
take like for instance the drone that we did at
$599.
the drone we did at the South Florida drone meetup there that we presented to
Yeah.
John. I don't know, maybe with the 04 in the frame and the motors probably had 4 1/4 in it. So now they want more for the air unit than the whole freaking, so that is crazy. That's where things are happening. And now,
Yeah, so I can afford to go to China and go pick them up and bring them back.
yeah, no lie.
Yeah, really.
Now,
You could become a mule for FPV parts.
and that's a shame. I mean, that's taking something. I mean, Scott, yourself, you can build a whole drone. Well, I would say that's about the price point to build an FPV drone, around 550, 400, 450 to
Yeah.
4,
Yeah, really, the camera is half the price at
Yeah.
regular price.
Yeah.
Even that price got inflated. You used to be able to buy a camera for about $100,
Yeah, I was
but that was
I was getting the ESCs off AliExpress for like, I don't know, the stack for maybe $51, $46. So
Yeah, when I first got into them, they were about $30.
so yeah, let me see on AliExpress if
You know, not to change the subject, but one of the guys that showed up at my meetup on Sunday, this guy Harry, he brought a GPS helicopter.
Oh wow!
Man, this thing was
Oh, that's
awesome.
cool.
This thing here, when it was up in the air, I mean, literally looked like a real news helicopter. The only thing
Oh,
is, it doesn't
shit.
have a camera. But from what I understand, they do have cameras for this particular drone. The drone's about $800 with 3 batteries.
How
And it
big?
sounds and looks exactly like a real helicopter. The thing
How
is
big
wild.
was it? How big was it?
It's probably around maybe close to 3 feet long.
now Scotty,
Oh, wow.
look at that stack.
Yeah, you get $2 off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean,
Jump on
that was like literally, and I don't know how they came up. This was like probably $53. I don't know. I got one for the drone I built after I got back from South Florida. You know, so
I don't get this. I really don't. That's just. But I'm afraid that's might be where the market's going.
well, I think people. I mean, I might build a drone for $400 to $500, but I ain't building no drone for no 11 to 15.
I don't know. I'm that wouldn't finish it for me. I mean, this is not a. This is for
Right.
fun. It's not
Right.
to go break my bank.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So people, if
All right,
you got
guys, I'm gonna
parts and you
jump
got
off.
old
I gotta
drones like
drop my
Scotty, I know
daughter off.
you could put some back together. You know,
All right,
like
Uncle
get
Al.
'em
We'll
done.
see you later.
See you, Bulldog.
All right, Al.
Okay,
Thanks.
take care, guys.
Have a good day.
Enjoy the day.
Yeah, I mean, you used to build a little drone for, like I say, maybe $425, $400, $450. But man, now
I used to buy them pre-built, like about $400 to $500.
yeah,
Yeah, and now they're $600 to $800. I
don't
think.
know, man, it's kind of disheartening, and
It
especially,
is. You're
man.
right, Johnny.
you know, I don't know, especially. And here's the deal. You know what? I think we all could take it if there was just okay, DJI's banned. Okay, that's it. Hey, you know, it's over with. But as far as what they're doing to them, you know, customs, you know, DJI, I mean, I'll be honest with you, they got more patience than I would because I'd have said screw it a long time ago. But, you know, I know some people now are kind of getting
Well,
the DJI.
that's where I got with the Air Pro, going and getting the Mavic 3 Pro. I was like, I'm tired of this BS with the 4 and stuff like that. You know, I don't know that the new drone's going to be that much better. I mean, the only way, to me, the only difference is the transmission system. You know, wanting to buy at least the latest. But good gosh, if they're fixing to cancel the market on us anyway, what difference does it matter? You know,
Yeah.
so.
Right.
And now the only thing that does bother me is, okay, how do you get parts? Because all of a sudden my Air 2S is secondary. Well, you know, that's what I flew all the time. And of all things, you know, I'm thinking, okay, well, let me get this thing in shape. If somebody just happens to walk up and want to buy it, I'll sell it to them. Well, you're talking about how hot it was. I went and flew the other day and brought the sun gun back. My battery was cracked.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, I'll be doggone. So I went and checked the other one. And sure enough, 2 out of the 3 batteries is cracked. And so I'm out of batteries. And so I went to go get a battery. And the only thing I can find are the knockoffs, which, you know.
I mean, Ray sent me this. I don't know. This is if you don't have a mini drone, you know, I would personally suggest picking up some kind of mini 3, mini 4 if you want a little mini drone as just a little extra. Because once these are gone, I don't know if you'll be able to get this kind of stuff anymore. So,
Yeah.
I think you're right. Scott, you were probably smart in buying when you did too, because I bet you the price on the Mavic 3 Pro is going to go up too, especially if, you know, things continue down the path like they could, you know.
Yeah. I didn't get a deal, but I paid market price is what I paid. So,
But I think that market price is likely to go up.
Even though they have those on Amazon, you can still get them though, right? Or can you not get them? Or
well, you can get them right now,
oh, okay.
but
Yeah,
I
this
mean, pretty soon, you know, I don't think you'll be able to get them. You know.
yeah, these are drones in stock right now that they're.
No Air 3S's there, are there?
DJI. Well, actually, John, let's see. They had yesterday. Let's see, Air 3S. They actually had, which I wouldn't. You can get the combo right here. This is $1649. Now it says July 21st to August 8th. You know.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But at least through Amazon, you know, you feel like you'd be protected. You know what I mean?
Right.
Actually, this right here, I would, you know, somebody just wanted, and it already had an RC2. I mean, for $1349. Of course, that's only, what is this? With only one battery?
It's just one battery. Wow.
No, it says a bundle. Well, I don't know what that means. Accessory bundle.
The bundle. It's
got. It shows. It shows three. Does it show 3 batteries there though?
I don't think so. What does it say in the description?
No, let me go back because I saw one that said Fly More combo right here. Then that's with the $13.99. Oh, that's an Air 3. But then you get prices like this right here.
Yeah.
You know, almost $2,200. So,
you know, that's the other thing. FPV side, I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but I did go a little bit shopping last night. And dang, man, even in the FPV, at least I go to Get FPV, RDQ, which I think are basically the same thing now because I think they bought each other or one bought the other. Then went to Rec, went to Pyro Drones, and I was like, man, I can't necessarily find product that I want. It's you know, I'm like, well, I'm gonna just buy a motor to replace this one motor.
Paul Murray and Jeremy, welcome in. Yeah,
I mean, they still got product, but it's just not as available as it was.
No, and then, you know, it's kind of like, man, even the people who've ordered the drones, I mean, some people say they paid the tariff, some people say they haven't. So I don't know what the deal is with all of the stuff, you know. It's crazy. I just think we're headed not in a good direction, that's for sure. Especially what it makes all those parts. I mean, like, I know Race Day Quads at first, which I've usually been buying almost everything through AliExpress, but I know they went up pretty high, you know.
Well, to me, it shows that, you know, we screwed up by sending all our manufacturing overseas. I mean, that is a stupid plan no matter what. Because whoever supplies you the parts, if they don't want to give you the parts, guess what? You're screwed.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying don't use them. I'm just saying you ought to have something back at home too. And, but you know, I mean, it's all about, you know, cost of doing business and things like that. If you can't, I mean, look, we got Wawas coming in here. The business plan I understand about Wawas is they'll give you super cheap gas until they put all the other gas stations out of business. And that's technically what they're doing. I watched them come in here. It's $1.98 up the road or $2.98 up the, I forgot what it's supposed to be, $1. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. Yeah. And then you go down the road at Wawas and it's $2.76. So where do you think everybody's going to go? They're going to go to the $2.76. The other guy's not going to be selling his gas anymore. And eventually he's going to shut his doors, and then Wawa won't be $2.76 anymore.
Nope.
Which same thing Walmart did. You know, everybody complained about Walmart because they were doing that. And so.
Hey, Scotty, I just checked eBay. They have open box Air 2S batteries for $60.
Really? That's not bad. Dang, I mean, that's and that's on eBay.
You might want to snag a couple.
That's eBay too, right?
Yeah, so John, or just
no, I don't think it's DJI. Well, yeah, it is. It's that Camrise.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
So that would be, they're legit.
I got to make another cup of coffee.
Send me a link. I might need to, because the other thing that's dawning on me is like, well, dang, my Air 2S, I can't even fly now. I have one battery to fly. I'm not about to fly those other 2 batteries anymore.
Yeah, supposedly these come with a 2-year warranty too. for what
Well, you
that's
got two bad batteries for the Air 2S.
Yeah, they cracked on me. Or sometime just now too. I flew one and brought it back, and that's when I realized it was cracked. And then I got looking at the other one, which I think I had just flown the other one not too long ago, and it must have cracked.
Captain
After
Joe
two.
is in the house.
Captain Joe.
You ain't crashing into anything, did you?
No, it's pure heat. I'm gonna tell you, it's been hot.
I can fly.
yeah.
Hey, Scotty, I tell you what to do. All you gotta do is call Hot Rod, and he'll throw you like a 12S on that Air 3S or something.
Well, Hot Rod's who kind of stimulated me to go look at some of my drones because he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come over and help you to fix that domain." And I'm like, I'm fixing this. I'm fixing to gut that domain. I'm fixing to take everything off of it and just keep the frame. And that's one reason why I was thinking about the 04s, because it does not have an 04 on it. It's got the 03. And I'm not going to have one drone that I got to have a different set of goggles and a different controller to fly it.
Right.
And there's just no way that works. So I'm fixing to just scrap that whole system and then go straight 04. That way I only got one set of goggles, one radio, and I can throw everything in the bag at the same time and not worry about carrying 3 radios, because that's almost how bad it had gotten.
Well, Scotty, I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace. You might. I'm not saying some guys that bought, I guess, 03 air units and maybe even 04 early units, they might not have used them, and they might be wanting to sell them for near what they paid for them, because I'm not saying they might not be in the know. So, hey.
Well, I do see a lot of people getting out of the business that are out of it. They don't even want it.
I have 2 brand new 03 air units in boxes, which I really have no plans for them, but I might sell one and at least keep one, even though it's 03. And I do have, I have 3 04 air unit lights.
When I take this 03 air unit out of this domain, you're more than welcome to have it. I'll give it to you. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in a box. And
03s are very, they're very good. But I know you want to swap everything to 04.
Yeah.
I got an.
There's nothing wrong. I don't have a problem with the 03. My problem is I'm not set up for 03. I never was, and I skipped that generation. Look, I can still fly Air 2S's. Air units, the original air units. I've still got 3 or 4 of those. And so if I have to, I'll go all the way back to the first generation and still fly. Right. I still have 2 drones that are set up that way. So I can still fly like I originally started.
Scotty, this may sound really stupid, but as prices continue to inch up, will this push people back toward analog a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely will. Matter of fact, I've been seeing them kind of pushing analog.
Because cameras are so cheap compared to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and the guys that stayed at analog,
right?
Number one, they said they're saying right now, I told you so. I told you this is what was going to happen, and so they're like, hey, but a lot of them actually finally jumped ship and went HD.
Well, they did, it went HD. But it's like even Koopy has said this for years. He said, man, of course, if you wait long enough, everything kind of comes back around. And analog is, I'm not saying, but prices. Okay. You can get a little Caddx Vista for, I don't know, the camera is what, $100 maybe, $79.
Okay, this is what it's like. The only way it's like that is like we're Cuba. All of a sudden, we can't get the brand new car anymore, and we're patching our 1950 vehicles and making them still last.
I was thinking about that the other day too.
But why are we that way? Because we don't have the manufacturing to fill in the holes. So
I agree 1,000%. But here's the deal too. Listen. You may not. I know that price that we were laughing at for an ESC. That's really what it might be in America if they built it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I know, and that's the problem. That's the reason.
It's not going to be the same prices we paid, 6 months ago.
And that is the problem. I mean, that's things have gotten too far out of kilter. It's just, and where does that come from? I mean, my gosh, I know here locally, a guy was trying to build a house well, actually, he's somewhat of a developer. He says, I'm trying to do a project here in town, and I can't afford to do it. I'm going to the next county over.
Yeah.
And the only reason why he was going to the next county over is because there is so much front end cost. This fee, that fee, da 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 da. And next thing you know, I can't afford to build a house here. I'm going over there to build a house.
So you know, you might have to move to Tennessee, like one of his buddies in here. You know, Mr. Joe Fodoleo. You know.
Well, that's kind of what he did. So,
Joe, what's up? Joe is.
I'll be honest. Why do you think I went to South Georgia? I went and picked the poorest community in the town, in the state, and that was calculated. Because guess what? Those people can't afford to be taxed every time you turn around. There is no tax, but I mean, there's no. Now with that, you don't get the services, right? So,
Right.
but I'm a country boy. I'm used to living off of nothing, you know. So I don't necessarily want garbage collection. I'm not. That's not 100% true.
Yeah.
But we know how to get rid of our garbage. Now, we're not always the smartest about it, because I think back when I was a really small boy, and I probably shouldn't tell this story, but we used to take we would burn our garbage, and then the stuff that you couldn't burn, we used to take to a sinkhole and put it in the sinkhole.
Oh,
Now, that's probably going straight to the aquifer, so that wasn't, we quit doing that, but.
And we know you can start a fire, so I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. I saw, it's here locally. They got one of those solar fields,
Yeah.
and it started a fire. They had a grass fire.
Well, I don't know. I think we just got to hang tight, and you know, like Scotty, I know you got a lot of. I know you got a lot of FPV parts. I don't have that many because I'm kind of new into it. But I mean, if you got anything, I would almost hang on to it. It's through this next little bump in the wall, you know, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I don't mind giving you the 03 unit because that's an oddball thing for me. I won't give you any of my air units, and I won't give you any of my 04 stuff.
Well, I got an 04 light that I could swap you for. I'd be glad to.
You know what? I got an 04 light too, and after seeing some things, I'm like, well, man, I don't know if I'll ever do anything with this.
Yeah, and look, Matt did put one on that little, what did he put on that little baby hawk? He kind of, fixed it up. And although he really only tried it that one day, I don't think he's really fooled with it since. But it looks, I don't know, but we'll see. Let's see. Philip Koshat is in the house. He finally got out of bed. Now, I thought he was a country guy, country boy, sleeps till 10 o'clock, you know? No, it's crazy, man. I don't know where we're headed, and it may, is it going to all blow over? You kind of thought maybe 6-7 months ago, all this might blow over with customs, and we'd be right back to where we are. But now, I think DJI just saying it's 6:45. Joe said, I don't know where it's headed. Joe, watch your Karen and Cops video. You dealt with it very. Oh yeah, arrogant Joe. Yeah, the lady called Joe arrogant.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I guess because
Kenny Hotballer welcome in
and thought it was like an abandoned place, which I thought it was, and then all of a sudden she just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then she, she was gonna just keep it like poor little kid. If some kid kicked the ball over the fence, was she gonna keep the ball? You know what I mean?
Probably.
Ken is in the Ken. I guess Ken's traveling. Let's see. Influencers like Dobo knew a few weeks ago via email. DJI doing. I would not worry about it. Yeah, I mean, I just think you can get it. I mean, I know John. A couple of people in the community's got it. The drones from South Korea, and I mean, they seem like they got them on time. Didn't really pay. Actually, they paid a good price. So drone Lon's got. I mean, looking back, I think Eddie and Mark and some of those guys, they paid probably a couple $1,000 over list price.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I'm not sure Eddie actually got one.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
But Mark did,
Mark did. Yeah, I know Mark did.
And I mean, I don't know where that store came up with those prices. I mean, they had to have some kind of inkling of what, I don't know. It's kind of, I would never buy I mean, especially, man, you're talking about $2,000 over for a drone. That's kind of crazy.
Plus, you had to buy Carry Fresh.
Yeah.
Which may be not worth anything. You know.
Well, yeah,
if you send it out and then don't get it back.
Yeah, if you can't get it fixed in the U.S.
Right.
Or at least I don't know. Well, hey, we'll see. Let's see. Philip's saying
Ken's going to Hoover Dam.
Scotty, I
Well,
sent you that info.
he's gonna get a damn hot dog and a damn hamburger.
Okay.
I just
Yeah, I only go to
screenshot.
Facebook every now and then, so
It's not a link; it's just a screenshot. So you'll have to.
okay.
Jeremy said he's
Thank
on
you.
an hour and change from there. Headed to Hoover Dam. Yeah, you walk up to that booth and you say, "I want a damn hamburger," and the girl.
A damn hamburger.
Leonard.
Appreciate that, John.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm like Jeremy though. I'm not going to really worry about it. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not
What's
like there's
happening,
a
guys?
whole lot we can do.
No,
Well, you know what? This is for fun. For me, it's for fun. So it's not a business, and it's not like it's. I mean, I can turn my back to the whole thing and say and still live life okay.
yeah.
They take my food away. That's a little different. You know? So
I think, hey,
Fight-
like Joe, I
fight
mean,
back.
Joe right there just popped in. Joe did the right thing. You know, he ordered an Air 3, and man, you know what? He's got a drone he could fly for 5 years. And he's not, I mean, I know Joe hadn't bought all the new drones. So he's got a drone and he saved some money at the time he bought it. So guess what? He's got something that, I mean, unless DJI decides to, you know, screw with it.
Yeah, I hope it continues to work.
Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, I know
Yeah.
people say, well, what if they quit? You know, they could definitely quit sending updates, but you just fly with the latest updates you got. That's all, you know.
Right.
You know what? Dag nabbit.
oh man.
Joe said he think he's gonna stay another day with this nurse. Yeah, it just came in a new one. I don't know what's he talking. It just came
Yeah.
in.
It just came in.
You gotta heal up there before they send you home. Don't rush out of there.
What'd you? S-
Yeah, shit. Joe's been in the hospital since I think that's Saturday morning, or was it Friday morning? Joe?
Drones and coffee you were talking about it. Was he already in the hospital then?
Yeah.
Nothing was Saturday then.
I think it was Friday, and he went to the emergency room Saturday morning. About 4 foot nothing hot. Oh, 4 foot nothing and hot. I hope she don't watch YouTube, Joe.
She's watching right now. You're gonna want to get out of there in a hurry now. She's on to you.
Saturday, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We went in Saturday morning. Yeah, if she comes in and say, take this pill or bend over, Joe, I wouldn't do it right now.
Snapping a glove on her hand.
yeah. Turn over, Mr. Joe. Joe, what you doing this morning? You heading to work?
Yes, sir. Yep, got to head up to Girl Scouts camp, and some more tradesmen coming over, putting up bathroom partitions and touch up paint, and I got to do some stuff. So. Work. Got 5 weeks to get the job done.
5 weeks.
5 weeks, and the cultured marble in the 4 showers is going to take 6 weeks.
Joe,
So,
I want to see how many of these. Let's see, where is it at?
oh Lord.
Yeah, there's a Femi Omar. He's talking about what are the guys that depend on DJI and what are they going to do on YouTube now if they don't have anything to talk about? And that's a big deal. I mean, they're by far the best drone out there. So
Yeah.
And look, the way I look at HD and going to DJI HD, I know what they say, but I'm sorry, but that TV back there behind me is not analog. I'm not watching the snowy picture anymore, you know? And I'm like, granted, I'm not going to watch it if I don't have to. But if it's the only thing on the market, then I probably wouldn't watch it anymore. But I don't really watch it now. But I tend to.
Joe, we had pulled up like an 04 Air unit. It's like $500.
Jeez, what?
I mean, that's
He pulled up a stack that was $400.
Yeah, on AliExpress. I mean, it's all over the place, you know.
Dude, I'm done. I mean, You know,
Yeah.
what I got has got to last, dude, until this shit's over with. There ain't no damn way.
So you're asking me about the frame, and that's where I'm at. I'm like, holy cow, what are you gonna sell your frame for? You know, I mean, it's that's what I want to do is create my fleet and be done with it, and maybe have some spare parts, but it may be too late.
Yep.
It may be already too late. I've got parts, and I can always go back to my original. I still got like 2 or 3 air units in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have 2 drones that still have those air units on it. Now I was going to change them out, but now I'm like, maybe I don't want to change them out so quick.
Maybe just keep them. Yeah.
But here's the problem I'm running into. So those frames that I fly off of are obsolete. They're gone. And I just built this 3-inch Vanguard, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. But guess what? I broke an arm. I cannot find an arm. So the way it broke, I have pasted it back together and I'm using it. It's working. But I can't use the what did I do? Oh no, I found out the frame. I had an arm for something else and it worked, except for the screws didn't line up. Only one of them would line up. So
all the screws.
Well, that's what happened. I used
Johnny.
one screw to tighten it down, and then I went and got a zip tie and then tighten it down on the other one. So at least I got 2 points of contact. But that second point is not very secure.
Yeah, it's as strong as a zip tie.
But it works. It's been working great.
Let's see, Joe.
When all else fails, use a zip tie. You might be all right.
Hey, Tony.
Tony, Tropic USA.
Well, Tony.
Tony. Joe said he sent me a picture. Let's see. Oh, wow. Let me see if I can send this to Messenger. I don't know why he sent it here. Let's see if I can get this. Let's see. TJ, you been doing any flying?
Let's see. When was the last time we went and flew like when was it? Like a while back. They just had that mini.
That show's leg.
Damn.
Good gosh almighty.
Holy
That's
jeez.
just amazing. It
Wow.
makes my leg hurt just looking at it.
He said that
I know,
the way it is, he said that I know my mom had, of course, she had some kind of blood, thin blood and stuff. Man, she had something similar, and it got all the way down to the bone. But the guy told Doc Joe this could take a year to heal.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it could, what I'm saying. So
Is it still looking like that now? How are they going to?
that's this morning. Yeah, he just sent me that.
Oof.
So Joe's got to take it easy, man.
Yeah. Take it easy, JoJo.
Plus he had, he what it is. After he fell, and he kind of, I think, the people iced it down for him and had him kind of settled, and then he continued with what he was doing, and then he kind of had that heat exhaustion, when he went to the car. So that was okay. That was the day before. Yes, I see this morning, and I'll see it this morning. I've got it wrapped. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Brad Austin, what's up, Mr. Brad? B-Rad. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey, John, you picking up that AMS light? You see it's all on sale.
Did what now? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm tempted to.
Man, I tell you what, you can get the A1. I just bought, me. I didn't realize there was going to be a big sale. I bought the AMS, and of course, it's $40 cheaper. Well,
I'm gonna go political just a second, but the guy next door to me needs to put Trump underneath there. I don't know why, but when I saw that, that's what flashed in my head.
Oh, Joe's his King.
It looks. I mean, that is outstanding. That thing looks sharp as crap. Joe, that looks better than you. Just stay off camera, man.
Okay.
Hey, Scotty. Hey, Scotty. Wait, Joe's got to be honest. Joe, tell him what I said about the logo.
Yeah, he didn't like it. He said,
Really?
He said, "Nah." Well, the first one, I kind of did a couple renditions, but yeah.
Now, he
First
said,
one came
you know,
through,
like
he
he did, and people always, I know you, I've said, you know, we put stuff up, and nobody ever really said, "Oh no, I don't like that logo." So I said, "Joe, I got to be honest, it's just not you. It didn't feel like it was you." You know? So
Yeah.
but
That's all right. Yeah, I just changed it up a little bit. And
no, it
because
looks good.
AI, man, that thing's fun to mess with, you know.
I did my
So that's how you created it? Was AI?
this Drones and Coffee new logo with the little swamp scene that was done with AI. You know.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I like that.
So I did a little AI, little cut and editing, like cutting and pasting, you know, and
the new shirts are gonna look like this. So
there you go.
Very cool.
Look like a drone taking something in a coffee cup.
yeah, that's he's taking a leak. No. All right, you'll get a bag of these, smart ass.
Yeah. Get on Johnny's bad side. Well, you don't
I
even
gotta be
have
honest,
on
Johnny. I hate
Johnny's
to
bad
say it. I
side.
don't like the new logo. I hate to say it.
You what?
I said I hate to say it. I don't like
Uh, you may be the king, Joe, but Johnny's the king of the
I finally thought I had a job.
You said Johnny's the queen?
No, I
ATMS.
didn't say that.
Oh.
You're gonna get me kicked off too.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I'll be
Too
your
bad.
queen. I'll be your queen. That's okay. I'll see how you are. No. Hey, you know what though? It's good to, especially when you get your first logo. It's like mine. My granddaughter drew it, and that's kind of what I envisioned. It was kind of like a plane pulling a banner was my idea. Of course, the drone pulling the banner, and it's like I don't know if I ain't saying I'll never change it, but she would have to come up with something pretty awesome for me to change it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's iconic, Johnny. You can't change it.
I figured since I handed out a bunch of T-shirts and had a bunch more stickers made with my old logo, it was time for a new one.
Yeah.
So
That's-
when can we expect the new shirts, Joe?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. After I move, after all the dust is settled.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not printing that ugly ass logo.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you ain't printing it.
No, somebody in the community got some new shirts. I'm not gonna say who it is. I did about, I don't know, a couple dozen for them, and they on the way to them yesterday. So, but I'll let him have to announce that. So,
Sweet.
but yeah, and then of course, hey,
I don't know if Ken's still here, but I know this. I think this is an original shirt.
yeah, that is one of the originals there.
That's funny.
I like that shirt. This thing's comfortable to me. I wear it a lot.
That's pretty good.
Let's see. I think Ken sent me some. Oh yeah, he did. Hey, Ken sent some pictures. Let's see. I didn't realize he sent them. Let's see where he's at. Facebook. All right, here we go. Oh, he's on Route 66 there.
Nice. Look at that background.
Let's see.
That Devil's Tower?
No, heck no.
He got a couple of his jackass friends there.
One on the left, Johnny, and the other one on the right is Scott.
Yeah, there we go.
Where's Kenny?
He actually sent me a picture. It may have been from here. I don't know.
That's Donkey. That's Donkey FPV.
Donkey FPV.
Look at that shot.
Yeah, he was in the Grand Canyon yesterday.
Oh, Jackrabbit. Oh no, what the hell is
Yeah, there it is. That's the picture he showed. That's the one he sent me.
that?
That's Devil's Tower. Oh yeah, I'm not up there, so
He's at the Wigwam Hotel.
I'm pretty sure I've been there. Probably just up as a kid and passing through.
Petrified Forest National Park.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ken's having a good time. I tell you.
He's seen
Cadillac
some
Ranch,
sights.
or what is it? Yeah, Cadillac Ranch or
Cadillac
something.
Ranch.
Well, that was out in Texas. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
that on the way. That's pretty cool. Cool Springs. Can't really see what this is. Tasty Foods. Yeah, a mobile. There's Cadillac Ranch right there.
Mm.
He's seeing the sights. Hope it's
He's having a good time, man.
yeah. Hope it's relaxing for him too.
Nice ass, Cool Cat said. Look up, Brad. It'll get better. Yeah.
Good morning, Kai.
Kai in here, morning, Kai.
Kai. Who invited Kai up in here? Joe, step on a chair and slap him.
Still wouldn't reach.
Hey, before you leave Texas, you got to drive over there and slap the hell out of Kai.
Yeah, okay. Might not leave Texas if I try that.
That would be it.
Trying to leave Texas.
Oh,
Not
man.
be buried in it.
Hey, what Cap built I forgot the name of the frame he was showing. It wasn't he was showing it last week on the show. It was pretty neat drone he built. I can't remember the name. Cap's always building, I tell you what. Scotty, so you like that the Mavic 3, right? Mavic 3 Pro?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. It's a great
The only thing is, with the Air 2S and realizing battery problems, I mean, geez, should you buy batteries now? But then again, they don't necessarily last. You can't shelf them, or do you just put them in rotation?
Well, I would put them in rotation instead of just letting them sit myself. I think it would be better. I mean,
Would that elongate your time, or are you still only going to get about 2 to 3 years time out of those batteries, no matter what?
I would think the amount of charges, is really what it.
So it's a matter of how many charges are on it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, John. What are
How
they?
you store them too? You want to store them
Yeah.
down low.
Well, if you cycle them through, you're. I mean, that's what I do. I just rotate them all the time.
The Air 2S has been out like 5 years? Is it?
Oh,
yeah, and I bought mine a year or two after it was out. I didn't. Again, I was last to the party.
Because the Air 2S was out for the first South Florida drone meetup, or has it just come out? Maybe.
I think it may have been out.
I think it was out. So,
Yeah.
It may have been. If you got batteries that's lasted, I mean, under the right condition, you take care of them. I mean, I don't see. I think 5 years.
I bought mine. I bought mine maybe in 22. I'm not sure. That's exactly right, but I didn't buy it. I mean, I bought a year or two after it'd been out.
Same here. I think I got mine a year after the Air 2S was out. I think it was about a year, something like that. I'm trying to remember because I remember my Air 2 went in the lake 2021. Poker run I was filming.
2021.
Yeah, I got mine in 21.
There you go.
But the Air 2 came out, and then the Air 2S came out not too far behind it.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 2019 because I was about a year. It was about a year after the Air 2 came out that I got it, and it was just right. Almost a month after that, the Air 2S was released.
Yeah, man, me too. Yeah, I kind of waited to buy the Air 2, and then,
I got the Air 2 from DroneWorks, and I got the Air 2S at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Time is 5 after. I better get off here, guys. I gotta load up a couple things and get on to work.
All right, Joe.
All right, Joe.
All right,
Y'all have a great day. Good seeing you.
Yeah, have a good day.
Peace.
No Fly for Fun show, of course, tonight. But Captain Ray, Ray is actually supposed to have Captain Joe on tomorrow night, so might be from the hospital bed. But
Hopefully it'll be home.
what was the Air 2S Fly More was the last bigger drone I bought. Yeah, Air 2S is still a great drone. I mean, Captain Ray, I think he's got one for sale. I mean, you almost can. If you can pick up one cheap enough with 3 batteries, of course, those batteries may be at the end of their life too, depending on how much they were flown. So that may not do you any good,
I tell you talk about the atmosphere and stuff like that, and I'll be honest. Here's what I had in mind. I said, I got this logger right here. If he went and cruised the property real quick, he would have seen what trees he had. I thought pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I may try to see if he wants to buy it. But now I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to get somebody that's maybe not very comfortable and understand drones and bring him into this environment the way it is right now. I mean, I'd hate to sell it to him and then all of a sudden the whole thing falls apart and it's like, oh, you just sold me a bill of goods,
Yeah. Right.
I mean, if they're knowledgeable about it, I have no problem about it. I mean, but somebody that's brand new that's never really flown a drone or anything like that, I don't know what to tell them. I mean, I would tell them still do it, but
Yeah. Well, you bring up a good point because how many people I went to Costco yesterday. Now they didn't have any DJI, but the time I don't know 2 or 3 months before when I went, they had a stack of mini threes, I guess, or mini fours. I don't know, mini 4K or some kind of little drone, but they were stacked to the wall. But they had one yesterday. But how many people bought those? And they may not ever fly them after 1 or 2 times.
Well, I know one of my former bosses. I mentioned to him, and he's not too much older than I am. Matter of fact, I replaced him. It's a long story, but I was talking to him. He's older than I am, but he's not that much older, I guess is my point. And he said, "Oh yeah, I bought all those for my kids, and of course they all flew away." So that's his memory of a drone.
Yeah.
He just wasted his money giving his kids, and it was I'm sure it's one of those toy drones. He never could even tell me what it was, but he didn't don't even bring a drone around me. So he's got a bad taste in his mouth about it.
But hey, go to Amazon and of course just type in drone or whatever, and you'll have 100 different choices. As far as Potensic, Holy Stone. There's all knockoff. I mean, the guy, Start RC sent me that little drone, very similar to, I don't know, it's of course a copycat, DJI, of course, but you can still buy them. And so nobody is much older than you, Scott.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm younger than what a lot of people think I am. Everybody thinks I'm much older. I'm like, you got me off by about 10 years. I'm 10 years younger than that. I aged well.
Yeah. No, well, it's fun. It's still a great hobby, and we'll see how it all pans out. I think for us in a community, or what we call our community, we all got enough drones. If we didn't get another drone for, I don't know, whatever, I think we can fly for a long time,
Well, here's what I want one of you guys to go buy a something that will cut carbon fiber. So when I need a part, I'll just send you an STL file and here, cut me out this and send it back.
Yeah, there you go.
Then no, I guess electronic wise, you'd be hindered by electronics. But
I wonder, like you were talking about, like Michael and Sergio's frame or the Drone Mafia. I know they had it made about, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months ago. So I wonder if the cost is going to be different just all of a sudden. I mean, I know, of course, it's going to be made in the U.S. as far as, cut out, but I wonder where.
And based on what I just said, too, there are places to go and get parts cut. Oh, you can do that. Matter of fact, some of these places are the ones that are cutting these frames out for these guys that are, they're I won't say mass producing them, but small market producing, which is what Mike and them are going to be.
There you go. Look, Brad can draw you up a new arm for carbon fiber infused filaments. Scotty, there you go.
Well, who was it? Somebody, I think Randy was saying that drone he had, or that new printer he had might be able to do that too.
Just put one PLA arm on there. It ain't gonna hurt if you don't crash on that side,
Well, it can't be much worse than what I did, I mean, and you know what? Kai's in here. I'm not so sure. So I bought a frame from Kai, Forest Parts, and it was, so it's the, oh my God, frame. I forgot which one. No, I bought the, I forgot the name of it. It was the Shocker, and you can't get it anymore. So I bought it either to build it out or to have the parts off of it. And, it's like, dang, man, I didn't think that through. I wish I'd bought some arms just to throw in the back, but that just shows you too that all these things have a life, and they're only going to sell so much of it, and you're going to get tired of it, and then guess what? Now I'm not even going to try to sell it anymore. That's what's going on. I mean, that Catalyst Machine Works, for me, I thought was an excellent drone. But then, man, they have come out some great frames. I mean, Kai would know a lot more about it because he's actually experimented with a lot of different frames.
But see, if you go right here to MEPS, well, I've been bought some motors and stuff. I mean, look, they still got motors for $9.99. So,
is it made out of plastic?
No. That's the drones that no, they're not made out of plastic. They're
Wait, go back up. Go back up. That F90. Go to that.
Which one?
No, down. Right there, F90. That's a T hobby now.
Yeah.
That's a T motor. That's a T motor there. And I did. You can't buy those in the United States anymore. Well, they've changed their name now to T Hobby.
Yeah.
But it's the same because that's what I flew. I always flew T motors. And guess what? They've banned T motors from United States now.
Well, I mean,
So-
look at this slack though. Look right here now, $65. See, you can still not too bad, you know.
Yeah, I could still get stacks at a reasonable price.
So,
I mean, that crap you showed, I'm like, I don't know where they come up with that.
well, that's the thing, and it's no different than Amazon. You know, you pull up something one day, 1 hour from now, and then 30 minutes later, it might be a different price. So you got to be careful. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I got to get over to the cemetery this morning, and I got a meeting with a family who lost a son, so got to go meet with them. And if you're looking,
Well, I only came in here because I saw John was in here, and so.
oh
But
yeah.
then Tej was here, but I wasn't coming in here because you, Johnny. I can tell you that.
I mean, it's
Into a
okay.
rap. You just
I
came
don't.
into a
I
rap
got. I got
meeting.
enough friends. I don't need. You know. No. Got it. So, are you going to Minefield, or you haven't made your mind up?
I'll be honest. Right now, I'm leaning about not going. Now I can tell you if certain people went, it might entice me to go. I haven't talked to my wife about it. I definitely haven't made any arrangements, but you know that I can overcome that there. I may have to drive in 30 minutes to get there, but which I've done before. But I don't know. Right now, I'm not. I don't know. It's you said it before. There's so many to go to.
Yeah, I know Matt, my son-in-law. We definitely. I hadn't talked to him recently. I mean, it'd be a
If you and Matt go, I would definitely reconsider.
well, you had to come by here. You had to swing by here, and we just all ride in together.
Now,
I would be willing to do that.
You know. And I'm really think I know it's Bailey's 21st birthday weekend, which I'm not. You know, we always cooking, and you know how we do anyway. You could do it the week before, the week after, a weekend. So
I see Joe says he's going. Joe will be there.
Oh, Joe is going.
He says I should be there. I guess the way he said it,
Oh,
because I know he's in the same boat. You know, when you try to sell a house, man, that definitely changes things.
I'm not going if he's going with that ugly logo. I'm not going to hang out with people with.
Now, I will tell you now, the two events I go to all the time is the South Florida Drone Meetup and Minefield. And for me, I love Minefield. Minefield's fun.
Yeah,
But
it looks like
I am flying FPV.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, not,
somebody said that that there was more stuff added.
Well, yeah, they're going to have now. He's got the VTOL guy coming back again, which I've seen that. And I got to tell you, that blew us away. That was a super treat to me to get to see that thing live and in person and all that. And this time he's supposed to, I think, have an air balloon there as well.
I'm gonna try to get Ken. I'm gonna try to get Ken to pop on the show one night. Of course, you know, I don't know if he would, but hey,
I'll tell you, you should try because he's been much more open as far as I'm concerned. Actually, I was on Philip's show one night and he popped in and talked to us for an hour.
I would love for him to. I mean, you know, promote it, and I mean, it is what it is, and hey, I love the. I mean, looking at the structure and looking at everybody's video. I mean, it's very unique. So hey, you know what? You go there, you be with your friends, and that's what it's all about. You know, I mean, it's a great place.
Yeah, it's a small town.
Yeah,
and I like small towns. I mean, I basically grew up in one, and I like going to the local restaurants. I mean, that Joe was there for that event too, but this girl was celebrating her birthday and what she wanted to do, and she's 10, 11, 12 years old. I don't remember, but she wanted to serve the tables, and we didn't know this at the time, and we're like, man, she just right there, Johnny on the spot, giving us this, taking care of everything we needed. And at the end of the when we got done, they announced, "Oh well, it's her birthday," so we all sang "Happy Birthday" to her and stuff. But that things like that happen to me make it special as well. So
Right. No, I mean, listen, hey, I think it's a great event, and it's grown, and you know, I know if you watch his latest video, he's got a hot air balloon tethered, and
and look, I fly both. I had my Air 2S, and I would always get my aerial photos and shots, and with that, but then I didn't necessarily fly FPV a lot. I flew it enough to have fun with it, and but then you get to see some of these good guys like the Juice, Charles. I think he comes from Atlanta. I told you I've got to meet quite a few. John Coopy. I mean, that was a special treat to me.
Yeah, I've never met Coopy, so I mean,
the funny thing is Philip. Philip has been there almost, I think, every year except for 1 year.
Yeah,
and I always talk to Philip, but it's only like, "Hey, Philip, how you doing?" Da 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 da. And he's down there DJing. I really did not get to know Philip until he came to the South Florida Drone Meetup. Because then, you can sit down and talk the whole time. And it's not that we don't do that there. It's you're more like under one tent, or you don't necessarily. I'm telling you, South Florida Drone Meetup is a unique social event.
I remember you telling me. I met some Peckerwood from Alabama, so you was talking about Philip.
I remember that too.
Hey, Rick. Rick, that's the first time I met Rick. I mean,
oh my God.
See, Rick. I done figured out Rick too. If you go early, he's there.
Oh yeah.
And I started wanting to go early too. And so I think that's how he and I got to know each other, because it'd be only me and him, maybe one or two other people. And
with Rick though is he's there, but then you turn around and then he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, because he already knows where he's already planned it all out. He already knows he's going somewhere else. That's actually the town that supposedly I forgot her name.
Tina
Respect.
Turner.
Yeah, Tina Turner.
Yeah, she
now she wasn't exactly from there, and I do understand that. It's like if you're from Daytown, you say you're from Mayo, because Daytown's a little town outside of the community, and that's basically what was there in her case. But I was like, man, it might be pretty neat to go out there. I'm sure it's just a sign or something like that, but
yep,
you can at least say, hey, I know where she started from. We've got that here with I forgot his name again. Baseball player, black baseball player. Was he the first or the second? Tell me who that is. Y'all remember his name? I should know. I can't think of it right.
What? Jackie Robinson?
Yeah, Jackie Robinson.
Oh,
I don't know that he lived here. I don't know that he was born here, but Cairo, Georgia, he's definitely has a connection there. He was here. And there's an old house that I've been to that actually somebody's burned it down or whatever. But there's a sign there that says this is where he used to live. So and that's,
all right, guys, I'll thanks everybody for joining in this morning. I was kind of bored, so appreciate it. And watch Captain Ray Kelly tomorrow night. It's supposed to have Captain Joe on there, the two captains. You can't be on there unless you're a captain or higher. I don't know what's before a captain. So TJ, since you're only whatever, I'm not a cadet, you can't be on there tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Cadet.
All right, everybody have a great day, and
Good one.
get out there and fly if you can.